Hello, I'm Beth Joey and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome. This is a channel where I paint my face, turn my camera on and talk about some books. I've recently bought a ton of books and I am not really well known for knowing my shelves that well, knowing what books I have, and buying a ton of books recently is not helping that at all. So I thought it might be a bit of fun to actually test myself with a game with you guys, which I'm going to call How Well Do I Know My Shelves. Now the point of this game is I've put a bunch of prompts in this little tin. It's one of those ones that you get from FairyLoot. It's really pretty. It's inspired by a book by Axie O, which is The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea, I think. I can't remember. It's in these shelves somewhere. And basically I've put a bunch of prompts in here and I have to pick books that remind me of each of the prompts. I'll give myself 1 minute to find a book and we will go from there. I'll tell you about the book maybe, and if I've read it, I'll tell you what I thought of it. But yeah, let's just jump right in. We'll get the little pot here, open it up and pick the first prompt, mix these around a bit. They're sort of color coordinated based on the theme of the prompt. So we've got blue. Blue is a character prompt, so I have to pick a book that reminds me of Vivi from The Ravens. This is going to be difficult because I don't remember Vivi all that well. 1 minute timer on the clock. I have to find a book or a character from a book that reminds me of Vivi from The Ravens. So what I remember about Vivi from The Ravens was that she was kind of unsure of herself, kind of in a situation where she didn't really know where she fit in with these witches, but she's also very loyal. Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna pick Scythe by Neal Shusterman. Just purely based off of the first two sentences that I just said, she was put in a situation that she wasn't really familiar with these women with magical abilities, and then also she's very loyal, and that reminds me very much of the two sort of main characters, Citra and Rowan in Scythe by Neal Shusterman. This is a book that I actually read really recently. It was a completely unexpected love of mine. Love this book, and essentially Scythe is based on a world where they've defeated death. Death no longer exists, and so there is a group of people called Scythes who are sent around to periodically cull off people in the world in order to sort of maintain the population so it doesn't get too high and throw off the entire balance of the world. One day, Citra and Rowan both have their own experiences with a Scythe called Scythe Faraday, who is particularly famous in this world, and Scythe Faraday then takes those experiences and recruits Citra and Rowan to become Scythes themselves. And then of course they're thrown into this world where they have to then help Scythe Faraday make the choices on who is going to be gleaned, which essentially means who is going to be killed, as well as all the corruption that seems to exist in this world. Despite Scythes having to be, you know, removed and completely objective, there is definitely still corruption and power moves at play. So it's really intriguing. I haven't done it justice when explaining it, but it was a fabulous book, and I'm really looking forward to picking up the rest of the series. We are swelling this up again, and I don't want to pick another blue, so let's try and like pick different color. Here we go. Yellow. Yellow is a representation prompt, and I have to find a book that has body positivity in it. This is going to be super easy because I've already got one in mind. 1 minute timer on the clock. I have to find a book with body positivity, and I immediately found Get a Life Chloe Brown by Talia Hibbert. 52 seconds on the clock, so I'm pretty good with this. Get a Life Chloe Brown is another book that I read actually quite a while ago. It is a romance. Talia Hibbert is known for writing really relatable, beautiful characters in her romances. And my reasoning for saying this has body positivity rep is because the main character is not only plus size, but also she has chronic pain, and she really takes you on this journey throughout the story of coming to terms with that and loving herself and loving her body and all those sorts of things. So I definitely think this aligns with that sort of body positivity prompt. As for what it's about, it's been a really long time, so I am just going to read you the blurb, and it says, Chloe Brown is a chronically ill computer geek with a goal, a plan, and a list. After almost but not quite dying, she's come up with a list of directives to help her get a life. Enjoy a drunken night out, ride a motorbike, go camping, have meaningless but thoroughly enjoyable sex, travel the world with nothing but hand luggage, and do something bad. But it's not easy being bad, even when you've written out step-by-step guidelines. What Chloe needs is a teacher, and she knows that just the man for the job. Redford Red Morgan. With tattoos and a motorbike, Red is the perfect helper in her mission to rebel, but as they spend more time together, Chloe realizes there's much more to him than his tough exterior implies. Soon she's left wanting more from him than she ever expected. Maybe there's more to life than her list ever imagined. So this is my second book. Loved this book. Loved what it said about body positivity, about mental health, about loving yourself and letting other people love you, and letting other people look after you as well, and being honest. So yeah, love this. Back into the pot. Let's see if we can get a different color, maybe Purple. Here we go. Purple. Purple is a trope prompt, so I have to find a book that has enemies to lovers. I love this trope. This should be easy. 1 minute timer on the clock. Let's find a book with enemies to lovers trope in it. This one I think is probably gonna be super easy. Let's try and pick a book that I have actually read before. Oh, here we go. Though I don't think they make it to lovers in The Cruel Prince quite yet, so maybe that doesn't quite count. Oh, The Inheritance Games. Here we go. I don't know if they 100% make it to lovers by the time the book ends, but it's definitely a hint towards lovers. The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, the third book in the series, Final Gambit, is actually coming out really, really soon, and I'm super, super excited. I've already pre-ordered it, or my sister pre-ordered it for me last Christmas as my Christmas present. And this is a really, really interesting sort of mystery, like high school teen drama sort of book. Absolutely loved it when I read it, and it follows Avery, who has come from nothing and is determined to find a better future for herself and her sister, until one day she receives a letter, I think it is, that basically tells her she is the benefactor to a mysterious billionaire's fortune after he's just recently passed away. The twist is she doesn't know this person and she doesn't know why they would pick her. And the catch to this particular sort of arrangement is that she has to go and live in his house for 1 year. This means confronting all the people that this billionaire disinherited by naming her his successor. And naturally that includes 4 brothers, 2 of which there is sort of a love triangle with, and then another one I think sort of falls for her sister. She's thrust into this sort of private school lifestyle, which is definitely very bitchy. There is also a sort of treasure hunt sort of thing that she has to follow because her and the brothers are just absolutely set on the fact that she wasn't supposed to be picked for this. So they're trying to understand why she was picked, and they're following various clues because this man really, really loved playing games and riddles and that sort of thing. So I am describing that really, really badly. I'm not doing it justice, but it is an incredible, incredible book. I am waiting to read the second one until the third one comes out, and I'm just going to smash them all out at once. So let me know if that's something you'd be interested in seeing a series smash vlog for, maybe. But yeah, that is the third book. This is How Well Do I Know My Shelves. Let me know if you enjoyed this. If you want to see more of this, I've definitely got more prompts in my little tin that I can go through. So let me know if this is something you want to see again. And come and chat to me in the comments down below. Let me know if you've read any of these books, if you love them, if you haven't loved them, if there are any books on these shelves that you are screaming at me through the screen saying, no, you should have picked that one, you should have picked that one, it would have made more sense. Please do let me know in the comments down below. I do my best to reply to every single comment, and I love chatting to you guys. I really, really hope that you loved this video, and if you did, please do let me know by liking, subscribing, and hitting that notification bell all down below. It is a super, super easy way to help my channel grow. I am almost at 100 subscribers, and I'm really, really hoping to get that before my birthday in November, so please help me with that goal. And I will see you lovely people in my next video. Bye!